calling it a love song.
What is up, my awesome gemstones? It's Mary Gem and I'm back with another video, and today's video is going to be on who misses you. Okay, so we have 4 piles here today. Pile number 1 says Klingon. Okay. Pile 2 says Ferengi. Pile 3 says Troll. And pile number 4 says Kira. So, you know, who's missing you, who's getting nostalgic about you, all those vibes. Take a moment, think about the person that you'd like to hear from, think about the message you'd like to hear, and try and watch the entire video if you can as well. And yeah, let's get into it. Okay. Let's bring that up a bit. A little bit more. Okay. Be Gucci. What is up, my awesome gemstones? It's Mary Gem and I'm back with another video, and today's video is going to be on who is currently missing you, who's missing you. You know, this is a timeless reading. So yeah, it's like, what time is it right now? It is currently 2 a.m. I don't know if you can see that, but wait, sorry, it's almost 1 a.m. so I'm kind of whispering just because I don't want to wake up my entire household. So this is a bit of like an ASMR reading, but yeah, like, let's just get into it. You know, we're vibing. I feel like you guys know when I have a beanie on, it's gonna be a super chilled reading, super in-depth and everything. But yeah, let's just get into it. Sending love and light. Hope you guys are having an amazing day, amazing night whenever you're watching this. You know, chilled vibes. Just relax, sit back and listen to my voice. So yeah, let's get into it. Pile number 1, who is busy missing you? So you guys chose the Klingon card, okay? Pile number 1. So immediately we're getting this aggressive energy. I feel like this is someone that really misses you, and you know, they're gonna do something about it. I feel like this isn't someone that just misses you from afar. It's like, if they miss you, they're gonna let you know, they're gonna come forward. I feel like they've already told you, they've already tried messaging you. I feel like this is someone that, like, if you block them, they would email. Like, if you block them on Instagram and Snapchat, like, they would find a way to email you or write you a letter. It's kind of like this person is saying, like, fam, you're gonna hear me, you're gonna hear from me. This is the energy of, like, you know, when you talk to someone and, like, let's say you're a very spiritual person, because I get the vibe that you are, and you ask them about, like, do they believe in astrology, and they're like, no, I don't. And then they end up, like, you know, looking at your astrology birth chart and, like, trying to find out, like, what you're doing, where you're at. I don't know, but I just feel like there's this very obsessive energy with this person where it's like, if you're not gonna listen to them, they're gonna find alternative ways to get to you, basically, you know. So yeah, please be safe wherever you are. But this person is coming across as, like, very, like, listen, I want to talk to you now, I need to talk to you, like, it's really urgent, you can't ignore my messages. So it does kind of sound like it's a doctor or something, like a teacher. I don't know why, but it seems like it's someone that's saying, listen, I know that you don't want to talk about this right now, but, like, I need to talk to you right now. But it's like they miss you as well, and I feel like they miss when you guys used to have this playful banter, and you guys don't have that anymore, you know. It even could be a parent where it's like, you know, I watched this, like, Modern Family episode where the mom was talking about how when her child was younger, she was always attached to the mother, but then as she got older, she grew apart, and she's waiting for the daughter to, like, come back to her, you know. But, like, what I'm trying to say is, like, maybe you have, like, a playful banter with one of your teachers, and let's say they failed you on a test or something, and now you're kind of like, okay, you don't want to talk to your teacher anymore, you're not as nice to them anymore. I don't know what it is, but it's like you exchange services with this person, and I feel like they enjoyed the conversation that you guys had before, you know. It even could be like a shop owner like, you know, the person that owns the gas station by your house or something, and maybe you always used to ask them, hey, how's your day going, like casual conversation, and you don't really greet them anymore, you don't really make an effort to like just like make conversation. But I'm hearing that this person misses when you just used to be less formal with them. Basically they're saying like, listen, I know like you're my client, or I know that this is like strictly professional, but I thought that we were friends as well, you know. And like if it's a parent, it's like, I know I'm your parent, but I must when we used to have that close relationship. It even could be a thing where it's like it's your best friend, and like I don't know, I'm sorry that I'm not getting like accurate, but I'm just hearing like it just sounds so ambiguous, you know. It sounds so like it's not specific, but I'll take out some cards so we can get like we can narrow it down to who it is. But it just seems like this person is kind of like a bit upset that you just don't seem as friendly with them anymore, because I feel like this person let you down. They kind of disappointed you, and you're kind of like not really like into their vibe anymore, you know. Maybe you were talking to someone and you expected them to have a certain viewpoint on something. It could be like a political thing, and then they said something ignorant, and you're kind of like, oh, so that's how you feel about this entire situation. And you're kind of just like taking a step back, like you thought that like maybe this person's very old-fashioned, and you thought that they were like a cool hip person, like an old, like this is definitely an older person, 100%. Maybe in their 40s, like late 30s or something. But either way, it's like you befriended this person and you found out that they're actually pretty cool, and you got close to them in a very short amount of time. But then after a while you started realizing like, damn, like this person actually isn't as cool as I thought they were. And I'm just hearing that they're upset that like, well, like they don't know what they did wrong, they don't know yeah, what they did wrong. And it's like this person is literally saying like, what did I do? And I feel like they're so in the dark, like they just have no idea why you don't like them anymore. They're saying like, did I say something, was there something stuck in my teeth, like what was it? And yeah, but Spirit, who's missing pile number one? Who is this person? So we have the page of coins that came up, right? So this does indicate a younger person, but I feel like this has more to do with their mindset, because you can see like the skull over here. So it's like they're just thinking like, what did I do? Like we used to be friends and now we're not. Like yeah, but this person's definitely older. Like I'm just getting like maybe even in their 60s or something. Okay, then we have the Queen of Wands that came upright. So you were attracted to their personality when you first met them because they seem different. Okay, then we have the Strength card, definitely a fire sign. It could be a Aries, Leo, or a Sag. Okay, and then we have, okay, a lot of cards came out. Who misses power one, Spirit? Can I get an accurate read? Who is this person? Okay, then we have the Fool card that came upright. Okay, so again with this naive energy where they're saying like, I don't know what I did. We were talking, everything was fine, and then all of a sudden you just started pulling back your energy, and I don't know what I did to deserve this type vibe, you know. It's like they're trying to like play like they're the victim. So yeah, okay, let's start with the Page of Coins that came upright first. So okay, so I'm hearing that this, okay, I feel like this lighting is so bright right now, but like whatever. So this is someone that's very studious, very diligent. Okay, they always have their nose in the book and they love to learn things, very introverted. Okay, so yeah, I just feel like this is someone that just was so excited to be your friend, and I'm just hearing that like as soon as they got to talk to you, they were like, wow, like this is going so great. And I just get the vibe that you weren't feeling their energy, you know. It could be even like a vibe where it's like, you know, when you go on a first date with someone and you can tell that this other person is like super into you but you aren't into them, and it's just really awkward for everyone because it's like so yeah, I'm hearing that this person wants to see you again, they want to spend time with you, and they're just like saying like, why don't you want to hang out with me? Like I thought that everything was cool. And yeah, I'm not getting anything too bad or too negative, but it just feels like the energy speaks for itself, and the energy is saying that like you don't want to see them again, you don't want to talk to them again. Like maybe they revealed a red flag. Like I'm just hearing that they said something super ignorant, or they said something just like super problematic, and you were like, nah fam, like bye. Like, you know, the first time someone shows you their true colors, you listened, and like you're listening to intuition, and maybe you've been praying about this connection as well, and you can just tell like from your spirit guides or like from your intuition that like this person is not it, and you're trying to just distance yourself from them. Okay. Then we have the Queen of Rods that came up, right? Okay, so that talks about someone that is really charismatic, someone that is just really like full of like the energy is infectious, you know. But infectious energy can sometimes like, you know, make you sick and everything. So yeah, I just get the vibe that you weren't feeling their vibe anymore. And yeah, because the Queen of Rods is someone that is super powerful, you know, they're full of fiery energy, but the other side of the stick is that like the person on the receiving end, it can be painful for them, you know. Like I'm just hearing that when, like if it's a first date where it's like, yeah, you didn't have a good time but the other person did, it sucks for the unrequited love, you know what I mean? Sorry, there's like a dog hair like in my eye right now. But yeah, like I just get the vibe that you weren't feeding them. I feel like your energy is really amazing, and they know that you're a catch basically, so that's why they want to see you again. Maybe you gave a person a chance and like you thought, you know what, like I don't usually do this type of thing, but like I'm gonna do it just because you seem super cool, and you kind of regret meeting them, you regret just like opening up to them, and yeah, you're just like, nah fam, like I'm not into it. And then we have the Strength card that came upright. You know, this could definitely be your energy or their energy, but it just feels like you feel happier when this person isn't around. I feel like they're always trying to drain your energy, because the Strength card is someone that has all this power and all this strength to persevere through everything that they need to. And it says, come love me, no get away. So it's like you like their energy, but it's, I mean, you like them as a person, but their energy, something just seems off about them. You don't know what it is. And I'm hearing spirit say that it's good to listen to intuition. So if your intuition is telling you that this person is not good news, stay away. You know, I feel like that's reason enough. If you don't feel comfortable with this person, that's reason enough. You don't need to have like, they don't have to be a terrible person for you to cut them off, you know. There's a song that I heard, I'll try and link it down below, but I don't know if I can. I think it's called You Just Didn't Like Me That Much. And basically, you know how all the love songs talk about how, okay, basically this song is about how this girl fell for this guy, and it's like he wasn't manipulative, he didn't plan this, or he just didn't like her that much. You know, it's kind of like sometimes there's not some big elaborate story where it's like, oh, like it's my twin flame and like all this, you know, like sometimes it's just like he just didn't like me that much. And the song's really nice, and the song's like, you just didn't like me that much. I'll try and link it down below. But yeah, I feel like you just weren't feeling this person and they're feeling you, and you're kind of just like, nah, I'm not really interested fam. Like maybe it's like a one night stand type vibe, but it just seems where it's kind of like you tried something and you didn't enjoy it, you know, it's like anal. I'm sorry, but yeah. And then we also have the Fool card that came upright. So this is a sign energy, okay? It's just this energy where it's like, yeah, I just feel like you weren't into them. It's like talking about dating apps, you know, being fun but scary as well, and trying new things and thinking you might like enjoy it. Because the Fool card is someone, it's the first card in the deck, you know, it's actually number 0 in the tarot deck. So it's like they're new to everything, and like they're just trying to experience everything. You know, when you try drinking for the first time and it's like maybe you find out actually it's not for you, or like I said, anal, you just find out it's not for you, you just don't like it. I'm sorry for the anal slander. If you like it, you like it. It's up to you fam, whatever you like. But yeah, I'm just hearing like, you know, like maybe you tried cigarettes for the first time and like you just don't like it. So yeah, I feel like you tried this person, you just didn't like it, and you're like, nah, it's not for me. And this person's kind of like, but why, like it's so much fun, like do it, like I want to see you again, and you're just like, nah, I'm good, I'm Gucci. So yeah, that was like a really plain reading. Let me know if I should go more into depth about this. I'm sorry if I didn't, but I feel like there's not that much to say about this person that misses you. I just feel like you didn't give them a second chance. You were like, fam, yeah, I just feel like you're not feeling them. So yeah, that's what I got for pile number one. I hope the video resonated, and let's get into the next one. So pile number two, you guys chose the Ferengi card, okay? Okay. So this, Ferengi talks about money and finances and everything. So this person can definitely be a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus who is busy missing you, okay? So I'm hearing that this could definitely be like an emotionally unavailable Capricorn or Aquarius, or just a person in general. And it's like this person definitely likes you a lot, and I feel like they didn't tell you that when they were hanging out with you, because I just feel like, yeah, they're emotionally unavailable. And it's like, when you're with someone and you can tell that they want to say something to you, like they want to maybe confess something to you, you can just tell that like they want to say something to you, but they don't, and you keep waiting for them to just say it, but they don't. And it's just like, it's frustrating for everyone, because you know what they want to say, they know what they want to say, but none of y'all say it because you don't want to be the first one to say it, and it's like all this jazz. So yeah, like I'm just hearing that this person feels like they really missed out on you, and they should have just told you that they liked you when they felt it. I feel like maybe you've moved on, like you could definitely be in a committed relationship right now, or it's like you aren't even thinking about this person, but this person's thinking about how when you hung out with them, they should have kissed you, they should have told you that they wanted to be with you, they should have, just done so much more. They should have done more to keep you. They should have tried hard in the relationship. This is definitely reminding me of the song When I Was Your Man by Bruno Mars. And the song's about like, I hope he buys you flowers, I hope he buys you rings, I hope he dances with you, because like I hope he does all the things that I should have done when I was your man. And like, bro, that song is literally this. Like this person saying like, I hope the next person that you end up with, dances with you and showers you with kisses and roses, and goes the extra mile for you, because you literally are worth it. And they just feel really bad that like they didn't try harder with you. Like I'm hearing that maybe you had like a massive glow up, and it's like when they were with you, they didn't pay you mind, or they didn't try hard enough in the relationship, and you kind of just like left them. And now they're like, damn, like I really missed out, like I should have done more. Like I'm seeing that your picture like maybe showed up on their For You page, or maybe you posted like a recent engagement photo or something. But either way, like someone brought your name up, and they were like, oh damn, like I wonder how they're doing. And then they checked up on you, and they saw how well you're doing, or like they saw you in a grocery store somewhere, and they were like, whoa, like you look amazing. And now they're kind of like, damn, like I could have been with you, that could have been me doing all that stuff. Yeah, it's like, it reminds me of this TikTok that I saw, where it's like this girl was saying, when you see people on the street and you know that you could be best friends with them if you could just like, if you just could talk to them, but you don't talk to them, and it's just a stranger and you never see them again, and it's like a missed opportunity. It's like that vibe, where it's like you see an attractive stranger and you want to talk to them but you don't, and then it's like, that could have been me, like that could have been me with you, like that could have been us in 5 years, but I didn't do anything, so nothing happened. It's like that energy, bro. It's so sad. Like I'm just hearing them say like they want to grab you, they want to keep you, like they just want to put you in their pocket. That sounded really weird, but yeah, they really regret not kissing you that day, not holding your hand, and or like not showing you that they were actually interested in the time. It's like, sometimes when you talked, maybe you had like a primary school crush, and then maybe you meet up with the person 10 years later and you're like, oh, I had a crush on you in primary school, and then the guy's like, or the person's like, oh, me too. And then it's like, y'all could have been dating this entire time, but you guys weren't. So yeah, like I just feel like, it sucks. Like I just wish you guys would have confessed earlier, or they wish that they would have told you earlier that they like you. I mean, you could definitely be dating this person now, and like your partner saying that they wish they met you earlier in life, they wish that they would have just been more persistent, to date you sooner, basically. So Spirit, who misses pile 2? Spirit, who misses pile 2? Now please get an accurate reading, Spirit. Who misses spell too? Whoa. Okay, we have the Sun card, so they could definitely be a Leo. We have the Tower in reverse. You see, so the Tower card is like when everything changes, but like dramatically. But because it came in reverse, it's kind of like nothing changed. Everything stayed the same. I'll link down the song Back Then by Julian Smith, and it's like this guy, and he talks about how in high school he had a crush on this girl, and like he never told her, and then like they're graduating and it was too late, and bro, that is so sad. And yeah, I'm just getting the vibe where it's like they saw you and they wanted to say so many things to you, but they didn't. They just stayed quiet. They stayed quiet when they should have screamed and like been like, hey, I want to be with you, I like you, you're really attractive. They wanted to approach you, but they didn't. Okay, this could be a stranger or just like someone that you had a crush on, and actually it was mutual. Okay, so we have the Suit of Rods that came upright. The Page, sorry, the Page of Rods, the Page of Pentacles. I mean the Page of Page of Wands? Page of Wands? Yeah. Okay, then we also have the Page of Blades that came upright. So a lot of student energy, okay? So yeah, we got these two cards. And then we have these two cards. So with the Sun card that came upright, again, I'm just getting this vibe where it's like, this person could definitely be in your life right now. Like it could be either or, but I feel like they just wish they met you early. They just wish that they spoke to you sooner, because it's crazy how people that you met like, you know, maybe a month ago can be people that you have in your life forever, compared to people that you've known for like years and years and you never talk to them again, you know? Like that strangers to friends, like from strangers to friends, from friends into lovers song. I won't link it down below, but you guys know the song. Okay, fine, I'll link it down below. But yeah, like that's what I'm busy getting. Okay, and then we also have the Page of Blades that came upright. So yeah, the Page of Blades is someone that definitely overthinks a lot. They could definitely have a Gemini moon or a Libra moon, Aquarius moon, but I'm also getting like this Virgo energy where it's like they just were overthinking and overanalyzing way too much, and then they just couldn't do it. It's kind of like when you're about to sleep with a guy and then like they can't get it up, and then it's like awkward because you guys can't do it, you know, because it's like performance anxiety, and that's real, you know, it happens. Okay, so if that happened recently to you, it happens, it's normal. Don't feel bad about it. Don't make your partner feel bad about it either, or partners. So yeah, and then we have the Tower card that came in reverse. So this is having to do with your Mars. So definitely you could have a Mars, this person could have a Mars in Leo, Aries, or Sag. And it just talks about an ending phase. Okay, so you guys are nearing the end, and it feels like it's all coming way too soon. You know, they thought they had way more time, but like you guys are maybe graduating, you're moving away, and they're kind of like, damn, like I missed my opportunity. Like they were gonna approach you, but then you crossed the road and you left, and now they're kind of like sad about it, that type of vibe. And we have the Page of Rods that came upright. So this just talks about them feeling like they want to be able to change it. They want to be able to come forward and like tell you, hey, I know it's kind of late, I know I should have told you this maybe months ago, hours ago or something, but I really miss you and I want to see where things can go from here. Okay, because the Page of Wands, Page of Rods is actually a good card to get because it can talk about quick communication, you know. So I feel like they might message you in like the next 2 days. Like I want to say 2 days. An affirmation you can say is like, I attract communication easily and effortlessly. Like say that every day. And like yeah, like I can see this person definitely messaging you. So yeah, like I'm just seeing them say like they need to just get over it and talk to you. And yeah, I can definitely see them asking you out soon. So that is what I got for pile number 2. I hope the video resonated, and let's get into the next one. And yeah, let me know if I should go more into detail, because I don't know if I am. I feel like I'm kind of rushing, which I don't want to be, but I'm just getting to the point, fam. Like, I'm just getting to the point. But okay, pile number 3, you guys chose the troll card. Okay, so let's see, who is the person that's busy missing you? So firstly, I'm getting that it's definitely more than one person. I feel like there's like 3 or 4 or 5 people missing you right now. So okay, you're a popular person. A lot of people are busy missing you and your energy. Yeah, like I'm hearing like you were definitely the best that they ever had. But I feel like there's this very sentimental vibe where it's like it's one of your best friends that really cares about you, and I feel like you talk to them every day or every other day. Yeah, this is someone that you definitely know very well, and I feel like it's a mutual thing where it's like you miss them and they miss you. And like the synchronicity with my nose, because my nose just started getting runny out of nowhere, and I don't have sinus, so I'll take that as a sign that yeah, it's someone that you care about deeply. And I feel like this person misses you so much. And like I'm hearing communication goes both ways, and they know that you miss them and they know that you miss them as well. Like I'm just hearing like it's all mutual, you know. This isn't a thing where it's like they're missing you and pining after you and you aren't thinking about them as well. I feel like you are missing them, you're pining after them as well. So you feel what they're feeling, they feel what you're feeling. This could definitely be like a twin flame or a mirroring stage right now, where you both are just mirroring each other and mirroring each other's energies. I feel like a lot of the songs you're gonna be hearing are gonna be like messages from your person, who I feel like they've been trying to telepathically communicate with you. They probably already messaged you. I feel like you know who this person is. Like it's literally one of your best friends, it's one of your co-workers, it's someone that you see on the daily and they truly appreciate you. I feel like this person just feels like really close to you, and I'm hearing that they miss you right now because they need to tell you a secret, or they want to vent about something that happened in their day, and it's like you're the first person that they want to tell. So this person received good news recently, and I feel like the only person that they wanted to tell was you. As soon as they got the phone call from maybe a job or an agency, they were like, I need to call you and like tell you the good news. I feel like you're the only person that they want to open up to. It's really sweet, because it even could be a vibe where it's like maybe you're a teacher and you have a student, and maybe the student is someone that's very introverted, very closed off, and they don't really talk to a lot of people, they don't have that many friends, but they seem to have a connection with you, and like you're one of the only people that can get this person to open up. And if it isn't a teacher-student vibe, it could just be that this person doesn't have that many friends to go to, and it's like, yeah, they feel like you're one of the only few people that they can open up to and just like, you know, talk about without any judgment. Like you've never ever judged them, make them feel bad about anything, and they really appreciate that about you. And like they want to take this friendship to the next level, because I feel like maybe this could be like a school friend, and you know, school friends, like you only hang out during school but you don't hang out after school. And like I'm hearing them say like, can we go out for drinks, like can I take you out, like I owe you. I feel like you've been there with me, you've been there for me through so much. Like I'm hearing that maybe you stayed up and you helped them study for an assignment, or you just like you gave someone some notes during a class. And it's like they're saying it's so refreshing, because they're so used to people being so rude to them, so nasty to them, but you showed them like this act of kindness, and they just really appreciate it, you know. Like, you know, like maybe the stereotypes of like being in New York and like LA, and like it's you're surrounded by so many fake people, and it's like you're one of the real ones, and they're just saying like you are like such a genuine person. So they kind of just want to be your friend because you seem like a really nice person, and they really appreciate you and all the extra hours that you put in for helping them. If it's your boss, I'm hearing that yeah, they want to take you out for drinks, but like it is definitely professional, or like it's friendship. Like I'm not getting it's a romantic connection. Yeah, it doesn't seem romantic. It just seems like they're saying, listen, I owe you, can we just go out for drinks? Like let me buy you lunch, let me buy you dinner. Oh my word, my camera stopped. But yeah, like this person saying, can we get drinks, can I talk to you, because it's not a lot of people I can open up to and I trust you with this. So yeah, they definitely have some news to tell you. Like it could be maybe pregnancy, or yeah, like they could just have gotten a job somewhere. But yeah, they feel like they can't trust anyone, but they can trust you. Spirit, who misses pile number 3? Who misses pile 3? Okay, so we have the 6 of rods that came upright. Okay, who misses pile 3? Whoa. We have the Knight of Blades that came upright. We have the King of Elixirs to the King of Cups. And we have the Judgment card that came upright. And then we also got the Knight of Rods, but I'm not going to read this card. But basically, this person could definitely be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sag. And they might be younger than you as well. Yeah, I definitely am getting like they're younger than you and they just trust you. Like, you know, sometimes, like I don't know how to describe it, but like, you know, when you're like younger and there's a teacher that you just feel connected to, like that type of vibe. Or like maybe it's a religious thing where like there's a youth pastor that's like super cool and hip, and I just feel like they view you as that cool and hip person where it's like, even though you're an adult, even though yeah, even though you're an adult, it's like they feel like they can just trust you and talk to you because you just seem really welcoming. And even if you're the same age, but yeah, I don't feel like you are. I feel like you're older than this person and they just want to like come to you for guidance because yeah, they trust you, they trust your advice as well. So definitely be careful with what you tell them, because I am hearing that this person will take you at face value. So if you tell them, you know, anything, like they'd probably listen to you. So do with that what you want, okay? Let's start with the 6 of rods that came upright. So the 6 of rods talks about yeah, no room for slacking. I just feel like this person works really hard. They're a very hardworking person. They never try and take advantage of you, and it's like, yeah, I just feel like they wish they were closer with you. Because maybe strangers have a tendency to like always overshare with you and always just tell you random things that you didn't ask them to, and they don't want to burden you with this right now, but you're literally the only person that they can talk to about the situation. So yeah, they don't want to burden you, but they really need to talk to you, like really, really important. Okay. And then we have the Knight of Blades that came upright. So this is like the carpe diem, like, you know, seizing the moment, being really assertive and getting you a gift. So yeah, I can see them offering to, it's interesting that we don't have any coins here, you know, so that they want to spend money on you, but I'm hearing that they want to give you a gift. They just want to reward you for like all the times that you help them, basically. They're saying like, can I please get you a gift? Or like they might write you a really nice letter or something, because maybe they're broke, they don't have money, but they want to find a way to make it up to you, like all the times that you've helped them, basically. Like a goodbye gift. And then we have the King of Elixirs that came upright. So the King of Elixirs is someone that uses wisdom and experience to dissect and evaluate their emotions. They react calmly and depend on... Oh, there's someone you can depend on. So yeah, they depend on you and they really are ready for your advice, basically, about the situation. Okay. Yeah, I'm just hearing that they need someone to vent about. They need someone to vent to, because they had a really stressful day and you always make them feel better, basically. You're kind of like their dopamine, you know. And then we have the Judgment card that came up, right? Judgment card is fire and water. There could be a Aries, Leo, Sag, or a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And yeah, it's just like they want to talk to you, but they feel like they can't because they feel like it's too much. They feel like you guys aren't close enough for them to ask you this. It's kind of like maybe this person's getting married and like they want to ask you to be their best person, and they're like saying, I know it's kind of weird, like we aren't that close, but I don't have any other friends, can you please do this for me? Or like they want to invite you out on like a double date vibe. And yeah, I'm just hearing that you guys have like a boundary or a line where it's like you're friends with them, you're friendly, you greet them, you talk to them, but you guys aren't that close maybe. And they want to ask you something, but it's like, I don't know, maybe it's a bit weird because you're kind of like, listen, I don't know your family, isn't this a bit weird? We aren't that close. But yeah, it also could just be your best friend that really needs to just tell you about their day because, you know, Karen or something. So yeah, that is what I got for pile number 3. I hope the video resonated. I love you so much, and let's get into the next one. Okay, pile number 4, who is busy missing you right now? So you guys chose the Kira card. So this is someone that is very assertive. I feel like this is someone that you probably didn't like when you first met them. This is like, oh my gosh, there's this like enemies to lovers type vibe that I'm busy getting, where it's like it's interesting because I don't know why I keep talking about school, but you know, like the naughty class, the class that always was up to mischief and everything, and then like the teacher never liked the kids, but then at the end of the year the teacher's like, I'm gonna miss you all, and they're crying and like they're so sad about it. Like I'm getting that vibe where it's like this person is probably mean to you and like they act like they don't like you, but I feel like you're kind of like the highlight of their day. I'm just hearing that even though you get on this person's nerves, because fam, I'm hearing that this person is saying some mean stuff. They're saying you're so annoying, I don't like you most of the time, like you always know how to push all my buttons, but I miss you a lot when you're not around, and I look for you when you aren't there, and why'd you leave me alone, like why'd you leave, why aren't you here with me now? It's just interesting because I'm just hearing that like you never would expect this person to be so emotional and miss you so much when they never ever show that side to you. It's similar to pile number 2, but it's like it just seems like this person thought that they didn't like you, but then they realized they actually did like you. It's like that quote where it's like you never know what you have until it's gone, and I feel like they keep hearing that in their head, like ringing all the time. Like they're like, damn, like actually when I think back about it, like you were the thing that actually, you were the person, yeah, you were the person that made me laugh the most, you were the person that gave me all these memories. And you know, I feel like there's two sides to look at it, because I don't want to say the ex, I feel like I mentioned it in every reading, but you got the fam, I feel like, yeah. So it could be a vibe where it's like your ex misses you and they're saying, you know, we ended off on shitty terms, like I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, but I had fun with you, we had a lot of fun together, we had our laughs, we had our cries, because I'm hearing that you guys really had amazing moments together. But also it's kind of like when things were good, but when things were bad, things were bad, you know what I mean? Like there definitely have been some tears shed over this person, over you as well, you know. I feel like you have both cried over each other, or maybe they've just been the one crying over you. And it's like they're saying, I know that yeah, we didn't end off on the best terms, but like I really miss you. I feel like we had a lot of good laughs. I'm not sure if they want to be in your life again. It just seems like this person's looking back and they're just thinking about how, you know, it wasn't as bad as they thought it was. Yeah, you know, sometimes you think something's gonna be terrible, but then it's actually not. So yeah, that's what I'm busy getting. Okay, so spirit, pile number 4, who's missing pile number 4? Who is this person? Who is this person? They could definitely be a Cancer as well, a Cancer or a Gemini or a Leo, maybe an Aries moon. Aries moon, definitely, 100%. Aries moon, Aries Venus, Aries Mercury, Aries fire sign. Okay, so we have the 10 of rods that came upright. So again, confirmation. This is a fire sign that misses you. Okay. We have the hangman that came upright. And then we have the king of rods that came upright. Yeah, they're just saying, you know, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. And then we have the 7 of swords that came upright. Well, yeah, 7 of blades, yeah. So it's this energy where it's like, you know, when you're at, I know I keep talking about school, I'm sorry, I'm a student. Okay, but yeah, so you know, when you're at school and like school sucks, or like let's say you're at a work function and like work sucks, but you have that one coworker that you can like always like make jokes with, and like it makes the day bearable. I'm hearing that like you make the day bearable, you know what I mean? Like people are like, fam, like this entire experience was like so shitty, but like I'm just glad that I went through this shitty experience with you, at least like I wasn't alone. So yeah, like I'm hearing that maybe you did like a 6-month course abroad, or like a 6-month course in something, and it's like they're just saying like, fam, they missed you, like they literally were like attached to you, and like they're sad that it's over now. Because yeah, like I'm hearing like maybe you met them at a work function, like it was a 1-day thing, or yeah, like I don't know, but like it's over now, and that they're saying like they want to do it again, you know, like, you know, Jumanji, if you watch the movie, but like these kids got stuck in a video game, and then in the second movie the boy goes back, and they're like, bro, we almost died in the first one, like why'd you go back? And he's like, well, you know, we had fun also. So it's like that type of vibe. But okay, so let's start with the 10 of wands that came upright. So the 10 of wands. Okay, so you've reached the end of a cycle and you're busy scaling back. Okay, what's gonna make you more productive long term? But it's more this energy of like wanting, like I'm just hearing that like it was all shitty, like literally it was such a shitty experience, you know, the situation was very shitty, but like it was worth it because you were there. Like that's all I'm busy hearing, bro. Like I feel like you really motivated this person. It's like, you know, when you have like a rivalry in, I keep saying school, but let's just say you have a competition when it comes to your workplace, where it's like you are going for a promotion and someone else is also going for the same promotion, and it's like obviously you want to get the promotion, but like this person is now working 10 times harder because you are in the same game as him. And it's like, you know, fair game. Like, you know, Queen's Gambit, where it's like she was going against, like, she loves chess, and she was going against this other guy, and it's like the game was stressful, you know, like they're competitors, they're enemies, but like at the end of the day it's like, you know, a good game. Like okay, here's another example. I feel like I keep giving examples but whatever. You know, when you used to play games with your family, or like let's say an older sibling, and then they go easy on you and they don't like play like how they would actually play, and it's like, no fam, like I want to win fair and square, like don't go easy on me, like do the thing. And I'm just hearing that you never went easy on this person, you never gave them a break ever, and they appreciate that about you. They appreciate that you never, like, you know, treated them differently because of like, you know, like prejudice. I'm just hearing that like you saw them as a real human being, as a person, regardless of, you know, age, gender, class, race, anything. You were just like, you know, a game's a game, period, and like I'm finna win. And even though maybe you did get the promotion, or maybe you did beat this person in some form or another, it's kind of like they're saying, good game, good game. Like it was stressful, everything, but if anyone deserves a promotion, it's you, and I'm glad that you got it rather than some other sleaze bag. Okay. And then we have the hangman that came upright. So we know the hangman is like this person that is there voluntarily. So it's like they could have left, but they decided to stay. So I just feel like they're saying they want to go through that entire shitty process again with you, basically. And I feel like you've kind of moved on. Like, you're like, bro, that was stressful, I don't want to go through that again. But they're like, I know it was stressful, I know it wasn't fun, but like, can we do it again? This is reminding me of my one friend, actually, that I have. Like, you know, when people want to repeat high school and it's like, no bro, we don't want to repeat high school, I'm done with that stuff. And then they're like, no, but it was so much fun, we made so many friends. And it's like, yeah, but that thing was traumatic, I don't want to go through that again. I'm trying to find the hangman, but I can't. Oh, here's the hangman. So yeah, it's water sign energy. They could also have like a lot of water placements, or you could have water placements, but I just feel like there's like this emotional connection that they have towards you. And yeah, it talks about this person where it's like they barely liked the entire experience, but yeah, they liked you. So it's kind of like dressing up cute for your crush and then they don't show up to school, and it's like, excuse me, like, I did my makeup and everything for you and you don't even show up to school, you don't even show up to work. Like, the audacity. But yeah, okay. And then we also have the Seven of Swords, so that does talk about sneaky energy. So I am hearing that this person could definitely, it's like, it's one thing to be nostalgic and want to go back and like repeat an experience because there was some nice things about it, but it's another thing when you actually go and do something about it. Because I'm busy hearing that this person might be doing some sneaky shady things, and it's like maybe they were sabotaging you, or it's like they're planning for your downfall so that you can come back, you know. Maybe you're moving away, like it could be like a thing where it's like you're going abroad somewhere and they're saying like, no, I want you to stay, and like they're actively planning, like they want you to like not succeed so that you can stay with them, which is really messed up. It's like hiding someone's acceptance letter to a university because you don't want them to go there, you know, like you want to be with them forever. So it's like obsessive energy. Like, I am getting that because the Seven of Swords does talk about that, you know. And it's saying that advice would be to put your pride aside and just try and do the right thing. So yeah, I feel like you definitely need to have a conversation with this person, because it's like they can't get over you, they can't get over everything, you know. But yeah, that is what I got for pile number 4. I hope the video resonated. I love you guys so much. Let me know what you liked about the reading. Let me know what you didn't like. Let me know if I was talking too fast, too slow. Should I take out more cards? Should I add more piles? And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.